top 14 makes its way towards the business end of the season, and Super Rugby is just kicking into gear in the first couple of rounds. What better time to bring together the France v New Zealand rivalry, but instead of being at the top of the game in internationals, let's take it down a notch to club level. We will find Clermont taking on the Highlanders. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back along to your home of rugby and a one-off one-off series where you decide what we see out on the rugby field each and every day. Today's request coming from Sir Francis, wanted to see Clermont versus the Highlanders, and this has been two sides that have had their highs. Clermont certainly one of the better teams throughout the French division for a number of years now. The Highlanders, though, well, they had a moment of glory a number of years ago, but it's been all a downward slide since then. But this is a matchup that could go anyway, especially on this series. We've seen some ridiculous results, and today could be another one of those. What I'm most looking forward to seeing here is the big battles between some star-studded players, and I like the look of these two teams in the back row. Guys like Atura up against Frizzell, and especially the number 7 jumper, Fisher versus Harmon, and Lee versus Makali too. Very similar players throughout those such key positions. We know all about Anthony Bello and what he can do on the number 10 jumper, and there's going to be huge pressure on Mitch Hunt to keep this game in check for the Highlanders on the road. And of course, do not forget about the Razzle Man, Alvarez Raka, Jana Nareki. These guys can both launch something special if they're given the space. Raka, though, a bit more proven at this level. How will Nareki step up to the plate against his French opponents? We know plenty other of these players in this Clermont side. Of course, R.S. Simone, former Wallaby, George Moala, a former Blue himself, and of course, Alex Newsom, an Australian player for the Waratahs a number of seasons ago. Just a couple, if I'm not too mistaken there. Of course, big pressure on the rest of that Highlanders lineup to step up to that mark against the much more fancy Clermont side, especially the one at home. Of course, there's one man on the bench that will be really cool to see, and that is Burns in 22. Of course, the brand new Highlanders signing, and of course, there's plenty of options with Fakatava there as well as Gardner Bishop in the backs. Lynch's Tucker, Johnston, Ainsley, and Makaleo round out the reserves. For Clermont on the other side, going for a much more powerful look about their reserves bench, but what excites me the most is seeing names like Yato and of course Plasson on there as well. Those guys can certainly change the game as this one wears down. Clermont at home, of course they'll be in the yellow, Highlanders in the blue. Let's get down for kickoff, which is about to get underway. It is a stunning afternoon for rugby here in Clermont as we get ready for kickoff, and it will be Anthony Bello that gets the game underway. A little short kickoff, nicely dragged in for the Highlanders, and they'll have the first use of the football tonight. Aaron Smith picks it up, it looks like a room on the right-hand side. A good little ball from Umgang Jensen, finding it to Jonah Lowe. New signing at the Highlanders this season. Here's Umgang Jensen once more, finding a hard round of Putty Parkinson. Up from fullback, Sam Gilbert, driven down and sideways. Here's Frizzell, giving in the forwards now. Leonard Brown, there's a bit of width on it as well, and they're fighting Jonah Nareki. Held up by some good defence there from the Clermont side. Here's the chance.
Release.
Highlanders playing some structured rugby at the moment. The group puts it back inside for Parkinson. The forwards doing a lot of the hard work. Clermont are happy to lay off things at the moment. Now Hunt looks to use the back line. Out wide for Jonah. No! Newsom comes across. Doesn't even get close. Highlanders strike first, and the Clermont faithful are stunned early here in this opening few minutes. Well, that really was an unexpected start from the Highlanders. Easily got the ball off the kickoff, using the forwards for phase after phase. Big runs by especially players like Putty Parkinson. Frizzell was involved. We've seen Umgang Jensen hit the line-up a couple of times, but when they went wide, they found Jonah Lowe, and he dots it down in the right-hand corner. Great start for the visiting side, and can these pretty red boots of Mitch Hunt add the extra 2? Oh, you better believe it. Great kick from Mitch Hunt. And the Highlanders lead this one 7 points to 0. How are these games providing such epic entertainment? I don't even know. Some great matches recently, upsets, stunning tries, but now the Highlanders have got an injury. Aaron Smith down in a heap. And he's going to make his way off. But there is another All Black in waiting. That is Folau Fakatava. And he comes in.
Crouch.
With the number 21 on his back. Do the Highlanders
Set.
lose anything there? I highly doubt it. Fakatava, a very talented player. As his forward back just manages to keep hold of the ball. Now Fakatava finds Hunt, drops it in short to Umaga Jensen, who's got a lot of time and space. Back to Hunt. Good tackle from Malala, right on the 22. Fakatava again looks at short side, and there's a little bit of room here for Dixon. Finds it out to Jonah Lowe. Now he's one-on-one once more. Tries to take on Newsom. And this time it is the Clermont Australian fullback who puts him into touch. A little bit of possession, maybe. Hopefully for the home fans. Going away to Clermont, to the back. No, Dixon steals it. Highlanders get it straight back. And they run it from the back from Dixon. Getting it eventually out to Jonah Nareki. Picking out Fakatava. Frizzell. Makali too. Takes that one to ground. Now they look to open it up. Harmon! Good carry there. Fakatava's quick on the ball. And Mitch Hunt opens it up. Still got support. Gets it eventually to Umaga Jensen. Didn't need Scott Gregory. Great try, Highlanders. They're up by 2. Can they double it with the conversion? This is a great try from the Highlanders. Billy Harmon blunders through. Good tackle from Ojvan. And then that from Fakatava. Brilliant work to Mitch Hunt. Run himself to a corner with the support on the inside from both of his centres. Exquisite stuff. And the Highlanders grab their second try. Well, Mitch Hunt loves to run. Doesn't get the respect of his game he probably deserves for that side of it, but he's showing it up tonight already. A kick from a very similar spot gets exactly the same result. It's the Highlanders 14, Clermont 0. And this is going completely against the script. Back to halfway for Anthony Bello. I don't even think he's seen the ball aside from kicking off tonight so far. And it's nicely plucked out of the heavens from Jonah Lowe. And Billy Harmon gets on the back of that. Here's a short ball right to the group, pops it back to Frizzell. Highlanders playing on another level at the moment. Fakatava grabs a couple of metres before being smashed backwards and losing that little game. And speaking of smashed backwards, the ruck from Clermont, very good. Now they've got possession and they've got Moala on the run. Inside it goes, looking for a way through Simone. And his support from Matura, very good as well. Right on the 22. Chance to strike big. Right hand side. Bautista Dohe. And the Argentinian makes no mistake. And Clermont are back in the game. You want to try fast. So, I tell you what, we've got one. 3 tries in the game already. And they have been quality deception of defence. What other way can you put it? Great wide ball there. Finding Dalghi. The pace. Unopposed, right into the corner, no chance for Sam Gilbert. Well, they are playing both sides some fantastic attacking rugby. The problem you look at, though, is defence seems to be a little bit optional at the moment. It's 14-5, here is Bello. Oh, and that just sneaks down the left side. Well, Mitch Hunt made 2 of them work from that same spot down the other end. Bello just snakes that one to the left. 29 minutes gone. And we have had 19 exciting points from these 2 teams. 14 points to 5 as the score as Mitch Hunt gets us back underway. Deep kick this time. And Clermont claim it down before a hard run of Lennon. Gets him just on 22, but it's turned over beautifully for Reese Marshall. And now Frizzell bulldozes through. Redmond gets him back to McCallie 2. And just 10 metres out now. Fakatava tried to draw in the offside player, but he got back just in the nick of time. And that'll prove the difference as Clermont turn the ball over. Back they go to Bello, who smashes this down to Gilbert with a wide ball to Nareki. And now the Highlanders look to spread out to left-hand side. It's Moreno Makali 2 once more. Bulldozing through a couple of defenders. There's room on the left. They can get it out, but it's been knocked on from Fakatava. And Mitch Hunt is one that comes through to pick it up. Unfortunate there. Good carry from McAley 2, but this here from Fakatava, not the first time he's done it.
Crouch.
He loves those little sparky runs, just not quite holding onto the football well enough there. Scrum packs down. Oh, very good from Clermont. Charging forward on the pack. And now the kick away from Bez. He finds it into the 22. Gilbert gets it, just 10 out from his line, and he returns it back up to halfway. Clermont will look to run. Raka gets it through the backs that are all stacked out there. Moala pops it back inside, and Raka takes its ground again. Parkinson hit on the tackle very hard. Pick and go. Marshall was on that ball. You can tell by the colour of his hair. Bright as a light. Here's the pick and go. Eventually, they get it out to the right-hand side. Once more, Dalgee. He's got one to beat. Dalgee, a little cover behind. Simone led the charge. But the ball beats the ball into touch. Well, over the dead ball line at least. And that will signal half-time. Bautista Dalgee has been on top of this matchup for Clermont, but it is the Highlanders that lead at the break, thanks to two very well-worked tries. The right winger himself, John Lowe picking up one, as Thomas Sumo and Jensen the other. But for Clermont, they've got to work hard and get back into this game. Bautista Dalgee's the guy they've got to get involved. And of course, Bello and Raka are waiting in the wings. The forwards doing the job. They just need to pick it up in the backs. 40 minutes of action to go. It's been exciting, but we've reached a bit of a stalemate now as both sides looking to play a little bit more defence. As this could be a chance for a turnover, but Clermont do well to hang on. So they keep it tight for a couple of phases. Now they'll use Itura. Near the breakdown, Reese Marshall gets up over him very quickly. Sebastian Bezzi holds it. Now it goes short side. And they get it on the open as well. Trying to find Dalgee. Look to go around the outside. Twinkle toe down the touchline, but good defence from Jonah Nareki. Reese Marshall with the line out throw. Nicked in the middle. There's brilliant work. Clermont to the ball. Here comes Alvaro Tanaka. Opens it up beautifully to the midfielder Simone. Now he's Moala. Takes out two defenders. Business is picking up. It's Clermont. Step it up again.
Release.
Deceitful little pick there from Bezzi now. They look to the big boys to the back line. The Turner's the one to take it up. Slow ball eventually comes back for Lennon. Lennon! Oh, that's a great little round from the second rower. Just about didn't see him sneak through there. Now they look once more to the forward zone. They open up beautifully. Newsom's in the back line. That opens up beautifully for Moala, who cuts through two. Can't quite link up. Waiting there in the wings is Bello. And it's been turned over from Shannon Frizzell. And the Highlanders fight on. Or do they? They're going to lose this ball. It's back for Clermont. Look out. Here's a hard run of Lee. He's dropped it behind him. Clermont, hang on. Look out. Bez is going for a run. Sideways, he's trapped himself in there. The Highlanders turn it over. And now they've got to get rid of this. Leonard Brown, not the man you want to do it, but maybe Nareki, who breaks the line, will. Goes up to the work of Newsom at the back, and it might be Clermont who get this ball back. They do! Have a go each, turning the ball over. Bungu has a crack. Short side. Oh, what a pass back in! And it's Bautista Dalgee going all the way! What a try! Bautista Dalgee all alone! Sensational rugby! Well, that is world class from the Argentinian. What's this little cutback ball? You don't quite see it. The AR's in the way. But Dalgey goes straight through. A little dummy to push aside from Jonah Lowe, and then the fend on Sam Gilbert. What a try! And that has put Clermont right back in this game. And you'd expect Bello to bellow this one over. Right in front. No mistake. Give Clermont another 2 points. 58 gone. It's a 2-point game. 14-12. Just 20 minutes to play. Well, after a hot start from the Highlanders, but it's been all Clermont since. And they have clawed their way back into this game. The Highlanders yet to fire a shot in the single 40. Yet to see much ball as well. It's a good take there from Burangari, but it's turned over here for the Highlanders. And Mikele 2 thunders it up the middle. Harmon. Oh, this is a big gap here for Leonard Brown. He's passed it back to Groot. I don't know why he's looking for that option. There's plenty of space for him to run. Here's Fakatava. That's a good line-up from fullback is Sam Gilbert. The 15s are doing the job. And Mitch Hunt and Sapon. What a try for the Highlanders to hit back within a couple of phases. Brilliant rugby again. Well, it seems like defence has gone out the window in favour of some more attack. But this was a brilliant line here from Sam Gilbert. Bang! Hits it at pace, straight through a couple of slow defenders. And then the support lines with Mitch Hunt. Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Well, this could put the Highlanders firmly in the box seat. Heading into the final 15 minutes of this match. 19-12. Hunt converts his own try. And the lead back up to 9 as a polite applause rings out around the stadium. They know their team is in for a bit of a battle here to get this one back on track. Bello gets a roar from the crowd as he gets the action back underway. And it's a deep one this time to Groot. Brilliant ball to Jonah Nareki, who just about gets away, but the second tackler has gone very high. Nareki bends over like a pool noodle, except that man's got bones in his body, and somehow Clermont get away without a yellow card. That was lenient, at least by the referee. Hunt looks upfield though. Good kick from him. Fighting touch. Midway 22, 10-metre line. Reece Marshall. This is a big line-out throw. Oh, there it is. Stolen brilliantly from Clermont. And now Moala sparks it back the other way. Here's a big bust from Simone. He's been in everything tonight so far. Alvarez Inaka, though, not quite as lucky as he's brought down in centre field. They look back to the right side. And who else but Bautista Delgui going up against Gilbert. He is dragged into touch. You pinpoint Alvarez Inaka as a key component to this Clermont side. A danger man. But I tell you what, it's been all Bautista Delgui. Harmon at the back pulls it in for the Highlanders, and Mitch Hunt says, get out of a half. And he drills this away a good 30 metres upfield, just over halfway. Clermont have got a good way to go back now. They've got to score twice. They've got 7 minutes to do it in. Barangari to throw. He's taking his time here. Oh, it's been nicked in the middle from Dixon. Now the Highlanders will use the backline. Scott Gregory. First time we've really mentioned his name tonight. He's been a bit excluded from the game. Here is Fakatava. Drops it short to Harmon. Good defence, Clermont keeping that nicely on the back foot for the Highlanders. Fakatava waits. Good defence yet again from Clermont. Oh, he's beaten that tackle. What a drop-off ball to Billy Harmon. Waits for it. Finds Mikele too. The pace isn't required because he's got Jonah Lowe. And put this one in the books. The Highlanders confirm the deal. What a result for the visiting Highlanders. I didn't think they'd get this job done either, but Folau Fakatava, brilliant ball. Watch Billy Harmon. Just had all the time in the world. And as soon as that defence started to converge, Marino Mikele too, he threw a brilliant ball. And the Highlanders really have lifted their game. Performance like this would have been really nice in the opening rounds of Super Rugby Pacific, that is for sure. Mitch Hunt, oh, that is a great kick. Flawless night of the tee for Hunt as the Highlanders will all but wrap this one up. 28 points to 12, 1 minute to play. Where's the final say going to go? Well, Jonah Lowe, to be fair, the right wingers have been exquisite tonight for both sides. Leonard Brown's foul into the boot, that's been knocked on. And Reece Marshall kills the game. Offside position, it really should be a penalty straight up here for Clermont, but it will be the end of the match. Let's see how this one went down. Leonard Brown blew it forward. There was the Groot, he was certainly in front there. And that will be full time. As the home fans, yet again, don't get what they come for. It's an away win for the Highlanders. The scoreline really does blow out how close this game was. Clermont were decent throughout, slow start, pulled it back to within 2, but never got themselves in a position to take the lead. The Highlanders finished hot, and 2 late tries put this one beyond doubt. There was one man who was superstar status for Clermont, and that was Bautista Dalgui. Anthony Bello, only 1 conversion from the 2 Dalgui tries. But for the Highlanders, 4 out of 4 for Hunt, who also picked up a try alongside Thomas Umaga Jensen, and 2 for Jonah Lowe. Well, we've seen games recently where possession and territory does not always equal points on the board. Today, that is the case though, as the Highlanders round out 69 and 63% possession and territory for the match, and that put them well on their way to securing this result. An exciting game where both sides put attack over defence. Another rematch of that would be quite exciting, but Super Rugby and the top 14 certainly know how to attack. The Highlanders pull up the cookies today, but next time it may be different. If you want to put your requests in, you can in the comment section below if you'd like to see a match just like this one, or anything as weird and wonderful as you can think of. But a big thanks to everyone who's put in their ideas in the comments. Your match could be coming next. We've got plenty more to go through. Until then though, thanks for watching as always, and take care.